Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be extruding pasta in the Philips extruder. This is an older version of the Philips Avance. They might not call it Avance anymore, but this is an older version. It doesn't have the scale in it. Even if it does, use a scale separate to measure your ingredients.
Yeah, or it's not.
We're going to do 500 grams of grain. I am using Kamut. You could use 500 grams of hard white or red wheat, Kamut, durum, or emmer.
Or even.
When you're extruding pasta, being precise does matter. A very tiny amount of liquid could make or break a recipe. The important part, and I will show you this as we go through, the important part is to remember that where I live and my kitchen is not the same as where you live in your kitchen. So even more important than the recipe is knowing what it should look and feel like, and then how to adjust from there.
Yeah.
So we're going to cover that.
Mom.
Let's just mill this into flour.
Mom, every video you need to tell them if they're gonna get grossed out by the grossness of you.
Nah, I'm not doing that every time. But thank you for telling me.
Don't
Okay.
get grossed out every
Okay,
time.
you
or
can
you're gonna have
stop.
to wait.
You can stop. Okay.
Oh.
If you choose to mill spelt, your water, your liquid amount will change, and also with einkorn, the liquid amount will change. And I will give you a baseline for each of those. And I'll also create a pasta by extruder to include all of that so you can print it out and have it. All right, we need a bowl. Here is a bowl. Here's our Philips extruder. We'll go over this next. We need ear protection. Okay. Harvest. One of the things that I've noticed is once the machine gets warmed up a little bit, sometimes I have to back off the stones. And I think what happens is once it warms up, it tightens down a little bit more. So be aware of that when you're milling. You can hear that one grain still in there. Okay, here is our 500 grams of flour. Okay, so our flour is going to go into here, but let's get our machine set up first before we move on. Okay. So we can see right here is the front of the machine. These knobbies are what will tighten the front or loosen it.
Okay.
Okay. No. I'm doing this.
Oh.
Thank you. You want a mac and cheese? You gotta let me boogie. I got the broth already doing it. But I'll tell you what, if you want to help cut the pasta for a little bit, you can do that when it comes out.
Well, can I first finish doing my thing?
Yeah, you can do your thing and I'll do my thing and then we can come together. Alright, here is my little pasta selection. I've got rigatto, I've got penne, I've got grissini, bow ties, spirals, shells. I think this is actually the rigatto curvo, which is, yeah, this looks like the rigatto curvo, which is going to be an elbow macaroni. We like elbows for our mac and cheese, don't we?
Wait, can I
See how it's a two-part die?
Can I see?
Yep. We like the elbow macaronis, the curvies like the ceiling in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
my favorite?
So for that, we're going to use the Pasta Idea adapter. If you have a die that you like they have something similar in the dies that come with the machine, you do not need an adapter. You just put the die on here, okay? However, I don't like the thicker pasta that comes with the machine. The only exception to that is the angel hair die, which is this one. I use this angel hair die, but all the other ones I use the bronze dies. I like the outcome better. All right. Oh, I should put these earplugs up here so that when we're both in the kitchen, I can save my ears too. Okay, so this goes back under. We've got a lot of dies that we could choose from. But mac and cheese is best this way. Now this machine also has a little drawer here. And this is where I keep my Allen wrench for the Pasta Idea dies. So this comes out.
What?
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. See that little screw in there? And we're gonna put this die in. Just like that. See how it fits in there? And then I like to make it so that it's all face up with the wording. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to tighten this down. Righty tighty.
Lefty loosey.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Easy to remember. Or clockwise, counterclockwise. And we don't need to tighten it too much, but just enough. There's the resistance. All right. Now this die is ready to go in. If you are using the Philips Viva or the Kamut, the smaller version of this machine, it's about half as wide, otherwise pretty close in size. You do not need this plastic insert. But if you are using the bigger machines like these, you do need that insert because it's going to go right here in the auger. Okay? All right. So we're going to fit this on. Oh, I think I did. I left dough dry in here, so it's not fitting quite right in this front of the auger. So we just have to get that out. See that? That will stop you from making good pasta. We want it to all fit snug.
And a boom.
Snug as a bug. Okay.
Like when I'm asleep.
There we go. So we can put this back in. And then we're gonna put our front plate on. Hi, Rebecca. All right, so I have a pot of vegetable broth started on my stove right now for a simmer, so that when this pasta comes out, I can start to cook it. And then when that's cooking, I will start making the bechamel sauce, and we'll get a mac and cheese. We're using what cheeses I have on hand, because I don't know what cheese I have. Maybe a little Cooper, some pasta cheese, I'm not sure. All right.
You have mostly all of it.
We take this lid off by lifting up here. So there's a little handle right here. You're just gonna squeeze it and lift. And in the back, there are little, what do you call these, that are gonna go in here, okay? Awesome, yeah, I gotta love the Philips. This thing's amazing. However, you do need to know how to use it, right? And if you don't, or you don't use a scale, this can turn out horrible. I've seen some people just bitching about their scale, you know, about their Philips and how they couldn't get it. And I'm like, did you use a scale? Did you follow how to know what it looks like? It's not hard once you know those few things, but it does take some adjusting. All right, the next step. Well, let me get a spatula. Is to get all this flour into the big compartment. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to spill it everywhere. Eli's very excited about his mac and cheese. And we'll probably pair that with cauliflower and some spinach. Maybe a little tuna? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. There we go. That's pretty good. Next, we need some liquid. All right, listen up. This is where it changes. If you melt I made notes. If you melt durum, kamut, emmer, or hard wheat like I did, you are going to use 190 grams of liquid. If you did not, and you milled einkorn, you're going to use 168 grams of liquid. And if you used spelt, 173 grams of liquid. That's a baseline. Okay? If you're using the Viva, you want to use 400 grams of flour instead of 500, and the numbers for the liquid change. So it'd be 152 if you're using durum, emmer, kamut, or hard wheat. If you're using spelt, it's 138 grams of liquid, and einkorn, 134. I will put these on a one-pager for easy download for anyone who wants it. However, this is, again, just the baseline. All right. We're going to put the lid on. You will notice that this lid has slots right here.
So
And a well.
So you can pour your water or stuff in.
Yes. So what happens with this machine is that your machine will start to turn the auger and rotate the flour, and the liquid slowly will pour in here to hydrate the flour evenly. We don't want to just dump all our liquid in.
Yeah, and let it just go.
Okay. All right. Other things to remember are that this flour is going to take a little longer to hydrate fully. So 2 mixing cycles or a mixing cycle with a rest really will help with hydrating the flour fully before extruding. You get better results. Is it totally necessary? No. But if you want better pasta, it's recommended.
It's definitely not.
thing. Thanks, buddy. All right, we got our scale. Okay. And a measuring cup. I have a liquid measuring cup, so it's easier to pour into here. Now, 190 grams of liquid for me. I'm going to put an egg in first. Gotta get it first. If you do not use an egg, you could just do 190 grams of all water, or you could do 180 grams of water plus 10 grams of extra virgin olive oil. That's all gonna kind of count in the liquid category. But if you're gonna add an egg, do it first. Like this, okay? And then we're just going to add to that up until we get to 190. So I'll just add maybe 8 grams of extra virgin olive oil. And then the rest will be water up to 190. Do pour slowly. You do not want to over pour your liquid when you're making your pasta. By the way,
matters this time.
this is the same recipe as the Philips whole wheat.
Mom, can you get a cup of water so I can drink? Can you get me a little bit of water that I can drink?
Yes. It's my favorite cup too. All right, carrying on. Pour slowly. I'm going up to 190 on my scale for grams. You all right?
Yep.
175, 181, 82, 85. 88. Oh, 192. Well, we went a little bit over, but that's okay. All right, the other thing you're gonna wanna do is break up this egg, because you can't fit a whole egg through these slots, right?
Yeah. You gotta make it look like the yolk.
Yes, we gotta make it liquidy.
Well, no, how I do it? I poke the yolk.
I poked it too.
Here, let me do it.
Okay.
This is how I like to do it.
Okay. Careful.
Who cares? Fast and mixed and good. This is how I like it.
All right, thank you. Good job. I like to have my dehydrator tray. You can use anything really, but I like this because I can spread out the pasta on this tray while it's extruding. So this is what your liquid should look like when you're done whipping up the egg. We're gonna turn on our machine. The power button is a circle with a line in the middle. That's a pretty common power button if you're not familiar. Okay, now,
Power button what?
don't worry about it.
Oh, yay! My birthday!
Yes, I see,
Birthday,
I see. Yep, I see. Okay, this is a bigger batch. So we're going to press the measuring cup button, which selects the bigger batch. And there's a play pause button, and then there's a menu here for whether you're going to automatically do the cycle or only extrude. And it'll reset. So right now it's flashing between 1 and 2. The small batch, the big batch. We're gonna choose it with 2 and press play. And you can see that the augers have started to move. So now we can slowly pour our liquid into this well in the top of the Philips extruder. It's pretty awesome. I like this thing. Okay. And if any little bits of your liquid get stuck along the way, just help them down into that slot. Okay. So this phase, the mixing phase for this bigger machine is about 3 minutes. For the smaller, the Viva, I believe the mixing is 2 minutes. But you'll hear the machine pause before it changes direction of the auger and gets ready to extrude. All right. I miss my paper towels. Yeah, those are on my next grocery list.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now somebody put egg on my cutting board. Don't touch it. 'Cause I have a very, oh, is it for me to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. How kind. You gave me all the egg whites. I don't like egg whites.
I didn't eat it.
Well, you gave me mostly. I ate the yolk. Thank you for the yolk.
You know what
I might eat it. We'll see. All right.
So fast.
So once this is done doing the first 3 minutes, we're gonna turn off our machine and take a look at the dough so we can cover what the dough is supposed to look like when it's good for extruding. I gotta check my broth. So you're gonna need something to cut the pasta with when it extrudes. And my favorite thing is actually a bench scraper. Right now, the only bench scraper I can see is just this red one. And you'll just go like this. You want to do it so that you press against the die and then down. If you're too loose on it, it's not gonna wanna cut. Oh, there it is. Did you hear that? It paused and now it's changing direction, and I just turned off the machine. Okay, let's see what our dough looks like. Okay. See how it looks loose and crumbly like that? We should be able to squeeze our dough and have it hold together like that. Okay? If your dough doesn't hold together like this, you probably need just a little bit more water. We're talking like a teaspoon at a time. We don't want to overhydrate it.
Yeah,
okay?
don't overhydrate it or you're gonna,
Now that's
be cooked.
okay, that's step one. Step two of this is if you push on it in other places, does it come apart again? And the answer here is yes. So this looks like a pretty good hydration, even though it still looks really dry, right? It passes both tests. If your dough sticks together, but it's not coming apart, you need to add a little bit more flour, like a teaspoon at a time. Okay, we don't want to overdo it and go, otherwise you're chasing in opposite directions. Like you get it to be too dry at first, or you think it's too dry, then you make it too wet, then you make it too dry, and you're chasing like the perfect sandy consistency. I really like this. All right, so we're gonna do 2 mixing cycles. If you really want this to turn out to be like the best dough, give it a rest. Like walk away for 15, 20 minutes, 30 would be great. And then come back and start it up again. If you have a model with a scale, I believe you have to press and hold a button to bypass the measuring with the scale part. But I don't have that model, so I can't tell you the exact instructions.
Yeah, because if they're going to ask you to do that, just tell them the same.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know the answer to that, so we're just going to choose 2 and press play. Again, we'll give it another 3 minutes. We'll take a look at the dough again to see how it's changed. And then we're going to extrude our macaronis or rigatto curvos and get our mac and cheese going. Oh, the other thing we're going to need is a little bit of flour for making our bechamel sauce. Okay. And I could do that, bless you, a while, so that
I'm making the meal for his house.
What's that?
I'm making the best house.
Oh, great. I'm so glad.
It's going to take like real days to finish.
Okay.
Like probably 2 real days.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it when it's done.
Could you get those 2 things down?
No, I cannot. I just hung them up. I don't want to see stuff on the floor, especially, like, this one little rectangle here, it's mine. I don't want it to be messy.
Like right there.
Really, you can play with everything else over there, but from here to that wall, that's my space.
When I'm sitting,
Yes. I don't mind if you sit there quietly while I do my stuff, but I do mind if you start making it messy. Okay? That's fair. Let me see your kitchen. Here's the whole rest of the house. Let me see. There you go. All right. So, what kind of flour do we mill for a bechamel sauce? Any. But the softer the grain, the faster your roux will be made. So I recommend spelt barley or soft wheat. I've got a lot of soft wheat to get rid of because I want to replace it with other grains. So I'm going to, oh, that's spelt in my soft wheat. Can you tell that? See how red it is? That's spelt.
wait, can I see?
Well, we're going to use it anyway. What? See how red that is? That's a spelt. I forgot I put it in here. It'll work. We're in the middle. Put these earplugs on there, bro.
I was about to go to my room.
Oh, go to your room then. All right, we've got some spelt milled for our bechamel sauce. How much do you need? Just a couple tablespoons. Okay, and we are almost done with the extruding. I'm sorry, with the mixing phase. Oh, it's already extruding. I missed it. You see that?
Hey!
Gasp.
Oh, they made a comment about it's extruded.
That's funny. Did I say that? I have to say, no, they didn't say anything. You didn't tell me. That's okay. I wasn't looking.
Told me.
All right, let's take a look at our dough now from when we first did it.
Yeah, let's scrape this off.
See it now? See how it's looking a little more sandy with smaller
Mhm.
pieces? See it? Feel how it's sandy?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we squeeze it together and it holds. And I recommend doing this over it. Press it and it should fall back apart. That is the consistency you want for your pasta for extrusion. It doesn't matter if it's spelt einkorn, hard wheat, soft wheat, durum, emmer. That's what you want, right? So if it doesn't hold together, you don't have enough water or liquid. And if it doesn't fall back apart, you have too much liquid, not enough flour. And we adjust very slowly. Okay? I would recommend doing another mixing phase if that happens to make sure that whatever you add is being incorporated evenly. All right, moving on. Let's get this extruded and cut. Okay. They're so cute. The only part that takes time is the extruding, cutting. Yeah, still it's worth it. I mean, if I don't have to go to the store and buy crappy pasta that's gonna make me feel bad,
Just make it at home.
yeah, just make it. Just mill it, just make it,
No, just make it at home.
right?
But
And you get so much, so why not? Neil, did I say hi to you? Thanks for joining. Hi, Rebecca.
you never said hi to anybody.
Didn't I? Oh, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. We're making pasta.
You said hi
Woohoo.
to everybody.
These will be so cute. Now, this is a pretty small-sized regato, so we have tiny little baby macaronis. But they're adorable, and they will swell when they're cooked, so they'll get a little bigger. We like them.
Mom, can I see what the big macaroni looks like?
Yeah. Aren't they adorable? Aw, they're so cute.
They go fully
Yep.
around.
So this is going to be about 10 minutes. Aren't they cute?
Test the going for
Mhm.
test.
And we got our broth simmering already. I'm simmering vegetable broth. Beef broth would be really ideal for macaroni and cheese to give it extra flavor, but I don't have any beef broth. I only have veggie broth. Just to add extra flavor, a nicer depth. I mean, you could do it in water if you wanted, but
Mom, did you show me
why?
the cake yet?
No, I'm not. You asked me not to do that. I didn't do videos. I don't want to show them something I baked that I'm not sharing a recipe for. You asked me not to do it, so it stays over there. Don't push me.
I'm joking.
Some things are just for us. We don't have to share everything with the world. Doo-doo-doo. They're just so cute. And what I really like about the bronze dyes is this rougher exterior. It's gonna hold the sauce better than the palm dyes, the plastic white dyes. You're gonna get real smooth pasta with those plastic dyes, but they don't hold the sauce as well as the bronze ones do. Everybody always asks, where did I get my dyes from? I got them from pastaidea.com. They ship from Italy. Now with the tariffs, you will get a charge for that if you order from them. I haven't ordered since the tariffs. We have plenty of dyes. We don't need more. That's a want, not a need. But I think if I wanted one badly enough, I would order it and not care about the extra cost. These dies are fantastic. If I didn't have this, I don't know that I'd have kept up with making the pasta, quite honestly. But if you like thick pasta, then what comes with the machine is fine. Okay. And some extrusions will be faster than others. Like the risotto die. You want an arm workout, that's the one. Woo! I had to pause the machine like a bunch of times just to get through it. They came out so fast.
Mom.
Yeah.
When the machine went the first time,
Yeah.
it was like, I'm not waiting for this girl to let me just get cut.
It was so fast, yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go view.
Like I thought I could keep up, I was wrong. Now it's gonna go in another direction and grab any dough that might have collected on the sides before switching and going the other direction. Look at all these beautiful macaronis. Okay, we'll put these over here. Keep going. And you may notice that the look of the macaronis changes a little bit from the beginning to the end of the extrusion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like to use eggs in my short pasta and leave them out in my long pasta.
Mom, this cake is the best.
I'm glad you like it.
We literally got 3 left.
Yeah, I know. And the cinnamon rolls are almost gone too.
Oh, where are they?
Those are in the kitchen.
I'm going to devour all of them until they're at 6.
Okay.
3.
Yep.
But there's 3 left.
Okay. Three minutes left. 3.5, I should say. Mm-hmm. These don't stick together on here. They're just beautiful the way they are.
Because there's really hard sand.
Yeah, it's a pretty dry pasta. Now, you can't use the pasta by hand recipe in this Philips extruder. It will not turn out. Actually, I used to have the KitchenAid extruder, and I didn't know that. And I made my pasta by hand and tried to extrude it in that machine, and it was a huge failure. Had I used the correct hydration, maybe it would have worked out. I can't say that for sure because I got rid of it, but I will say the power of the Philips, this is the strongest of the home extruders. There's some other machines that might do okay with the refined flour, but this does require a nice strong machine, and this does an excellent job. Look at all that pasta. It's so consistent all the way through. I'm liking that. Okay. Did my butt just open the trash can? Yeah, I thought so.
Actually, it closed it.
Did it? Oh, it closed it? Well, that's interesting.
Mom, you just made it open.
Did I? I mean, it doesn't get easier than this. Time consuming, yes. Worth it, yes. Eating the pasta from the store will, for me, constipate me like nothing else. It is the worst. So I won't sacrifice on that. This is just yum. And it's funny, I bought this machine first, yet I still like making pasta by hand better. Okay. There we go. Look at all this beautiful macaroni. Macaroni, I love macaroni. Macaroni, it's so good for me. Okay, so it beeped and it's done the cycle. So now we can take a look inside and see, oh no, we still have all this dough left, right? And that's okay. Yeah, you want to see? See all the dough?
That's all?
Yep, there's some dough left in there. So what we can do is use the extrude only option on this. So there is a like 3 dots and 3 lines button on my machine right here. That would be, so you can choose automatic, where it will mix and then extrude, or extrusion only. So we're going to press that. It's going to give us 3 minutes, press play, of extrusion only. So we can finish up our dough. We can do this as many times as we need till we get done with the batch. Oh, you're gonna cut some? Okay. That's it. Try to let it get to be a rainbow first, then cut it. Yeah.
Why this size of real?
Your arm's getting tired. Okay. Can I have a turn again? Thanks. I can't wait to see the house you make for me. Yeah, you can take that. It's not gonna taste very good till we cook it, but
Can I eat it?
you could if you wanted to. Got raw egg in there though. Might. It might give you a tummy ache. You might want to wait. Don't you think it would be better in the mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would look great like this.
Oh.
See, flat
We'll
macaroni.
put that back in there.
Oh, it's a flat macaroni.
Oh. So anytime you lift the lid, the machine will pause automatically, even if you don't use the pause button, which is the same as the play button. I like making this kind of pasta before we go away on vacation. It travels really well. I have had zero problems dehydrating this at 125 degrees. It's already pretty dry. It only takes a couple of hours. Stick it in a bag. Take it with you on vacation. Stick it in your suitcase. It's easier travel than bread. And some people are just pasta people. If you're a pasta person trying to get into fresh milled flour and you decide to start with bread, you're making a grievous mistake. Start with the pasta. Whatever it is you make the most, that's where you should start your milling journey. So if you make cookies and cakes and pies more than you make bread and pasta, start with... Thank you. Yeah, gently. Thank you. Look at that, it's so pretty. All right. Now that's 3 more minutes of extrusion. Let's see where we are. Oh, we still got,
Put a timer on.
I think we got 1 more 3-minute cycle. I'm gonna break this up. See how it looks ropey? So some of this dough got hydrated a little bit more than the rest. You don't have to break it up, it'll still get in there. Okay. And let's do that 1 more time. We're gonna press the menu button to get to extrude and press play. If you choose not to continue extruding, you may cut that up and drop it into your soup, whatever's left. Like little dumplings.
Or like little Jimmy.
Like little pasta nuggets.
No, little Jimmy.
Like little Jimmys? Okay. Yeah, obviously. So last night I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, went to the bathroom. Eli was in my bed. I thought Ray took him to the bathroom and then he just climbed in with us. But he didn't. Eli got up by himself and came in. So I was up from 4 o'clock in the morning until like 7 when Ray finally made it home with this storm. They were trying to get a plow on a truck and didn't get there. They didn't get it, and it took them a long time to get back home. I lost a lot of sleep last night worrying.
How it's still snowing.
It's still snowing, oh my goodness.
Guys, it's still snowing at our house.
We have to have well over a foot by now.
More.
Yeah.
Mom, when I went outside,
Yeah.
snow was up to here.
I think that's about 15 inches. Is that what that is?
Snow was up to here, guys.
It was tall.
That's taller than my knees.
Yeah.
Like,
It is.
Mom, Zadie came out.
Mhm.
She's like, I can't get any farther than down the stairs.
Yeah.
Somebody help me. Let me get down there so I
Right.
can go poo-poo, or I'm going to have to go poo-poo on the stairs.
Even the dogs are like, I don't want to go.
I
What do I do?
I'm going to go. I'm like, I'm braver than snow. Snow hates people.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Hey, do me a favor. When you do go outside and play with your friends, don't eat the snow.
why?
Because there's chemicals in the snow.
Okay.
I don't want you to eat those. You want ice cream, we can get some ice cream.
That's why I always eat snow.
Well, don't eat the snow. We'll have ice cream.
Order it.
I will. I'll
That's
talk to
it.
Daddy.
And that's
He can make a trip to Turkey Hill and
Mom,
get us some ice cream.
That's it. You want to know the other reason I've been farting?
Why?
Because I've been eating snow.
Oh, don't do that. Yuck.
No, just for
There's so many chemicals in our air and in our rain that's not a really healthy option, okay? Let's see. Can we get it now? Oh, all we have left is one other little rope.
Okay, let me turn that into
And I'm totally doing it again. However, like I said, you could just cut it up like little gnocchis, you know, drop it into a soup. Oh, that's cool, but we have to break it up if we're gonna do that, okay, like this.
Mia, get the heat off of this.
I like the texture. What's that? Yeah.
It's so hot in there. It's so hot in there, it's sweating in there.
And now we have this whole tray worth of macaronis.
Got it!
Okay. You were building me a house? And is that chicken done over there? If it's done and there's no more meat, it belongs where? You got it.
Also,
Make it happen.
there.
You're a funny one.
Yeah, because that's
Oh, and I can show you what I mean then at the end about how the pasta looks different at the end. Can you see that? See how these look lighter than the other? It's because there's a little more water in these. These are more hydrated. But that's totally normal by the end. So later today you can look for the file to be added to the Fresh Milled Flour Methods group, which will have how to extrude all 3 different types of pasta. Spelt, einkorn, durum, kamut, hard wheat. That's more than 3 types. There we go. I see. See how light in color this one looks compared to this one?
Mom, White thinks it's better than me.
What?
The White thinks it's better than me on the gelatin. See?
The what?
There's white right there. Here in the middle of my face.
Oh, that's just the light shining on your face. All right. We got it all. Everything except what's actually in the dye right here. And we only have 30 seconds left. So we'll eke this out. There it is. Okay. I'll let him do this little last bit. This is all that's left. So when it reversed, it came out of the auger. But if you wanted to see it, what I would do is just kind of roll it like this. And then cut, 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 cut. Just like that. And then you have like little dough nuggets to drop in a soup or whatever you want. We can put them back in here. Eli, if you'd like to do an extrusion, you may, while I get the macaroni going. Okay. Look at all that. See the lighter versus the darker? Sometimes you might see a much more exaggerated difference. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. All right, we're going into the kitchen. See why I put it on a tray? Okay. There's our broth and our noodles. Okay. We need to make our bechamel sauce and cook the pasta. We're also going to need somewhere to put this. I'm going to do this so you can see. And we're gonna use a tray that we use for our cinnamon rolls to put our macaronis in, which is right here. Okay. I only have a small pot, so we're gonna cook this in phases. That's not even half of our macaroni yet. Okay. I'll put it actually over here. We're gonna get a pan going for our bechamel. Now my broth got a little bit on the cold side when we put the pasta in. So let's just get that up to a simmer again. And we're gonna put some butter and flour into our pan. We're using the dual burner here. It's getting there. Okay. See how much pasta we have left yet? Okay. There, it's starting to simmer. That's what I want to see. Okay. These are only going to take about a minute to cook. Our pan is beginning to warm up. We're gonna need some milk and some cheese. What cheese do I have? There we go. See our little macaronis up there? I'm gonna taste one of these. I'll put them in here real quick. Yep, we're good. That's cooked. I like this little scooper. It's so nice. I got this at a local flea market for 50 cents, I think. It's awesome. I also had a wooden spatula, but that got broken. All right, let's put some more in there. I'm actually gonna cook all of this pasta because we're gonna make a gigantic macaroni and cheese. I don't make it very often, so when I make it, it's gonna be big. Okay. And we'll make it go even farther with vegetables. Okay. Give that a little stir. Okay. Now, let me take a bite. Oh yeah. Perfectly al dente. Love it. Mmm. That's good. Got great flavor from the broth. All right, we need some butter in our pan or whatever kind of fat you're using. A bechamel is made with a roux, which is equal parts fat and flour. So you could use olive oil, coconut oil, whatever you have, avocado oil. I prefer butter. If we're gonna go all out and put cheese in our stuff, we're gonna also use butter. Okay. Oh, you can't see that? That might be a little hot. Now that we got the pan warming up. And then the next thing, after we add the butter, is some flour. There. And we're just gonna stir this up in the pan. What you want to do is cook out the protein in the flour. That's why using a soft grain like soft wheat, spelt, barley, rye will make a bechamel faster than if you were to use a hard wheat, durum, kamut, ever. They're higher protein, so they need a little more cooking. Okay, and you can see it starts to brown. And it should smell a little bit nutty. There we have it. Okay. And then that is our thickener. We can add in some milk and some broth and stir. And you can see how it thickens. You see that? Isn't that cool? I think it's pretty cool. Let me get this pasta out real quick and start the third batch. So our pasta water is also a thickener because it's got the starch in there. Bonus points on using a veggie broth, right? We got flavor and thickening power. And then we'll add our final group of pasta here. Okay, that's it. Swirl, let it come up to temperature. We'll add more milk and thicken it again. Give it a stir. I let it get a little thick there, but it'll thin out. All right. Other things I'm going to add is a little bit of garlic. That's frozen. So we can flavor our broth with garlic. I will probably leave that in there because we love that. Yes. Don't do that. Well, I could scoop it out and use it otherwise if I need to, but I don't plan All right. Let's see about this pasta. If it's ready. Looks good. It only takes like a minute, if that. When you're cooking fresh pasta, it's already been, yeah, totally, thanks. It's already been hydrated, so it doesn't take that long to cook. But when you buy pasta from the store, it's been dehydrated. All the moisture has been taken out, and it takes longer to cook because it first has to hydrate. There. We got out all our pastas. Now I'm going to use a little bit of this pasta water, the broth, in my bechamel. Okay. I must have turned down the stove just a little too much.
Or you turned it too high.
If I turn it too high, I'll burn the sauce. So we want to.
Well, that isn't good. So I wouldn't have turned it so high if I was you.
Oh, I didn't. It's
Like,
still on medium low.
oh, well, then still looked hot enough to me because it was boiling, and I don't like boiling hot.
Well, you don't have to show me. Just show the pan and what I'm doing. And if you get bored and you don't want to film anymore, you just let me know, and I'll take it out.
I'm a great filmer. Okay. I'm actually okay with it.
Thanks.
If you were able to flip it, then I'd be definitely okay with it.
Okay. So we're just going to let this sauce do its thing here. Our little mouse needs to be washed.
Keep
See
an
how
eye
it's
on.
starting to bubble? You see that? Can you see the bubbles in the sauce? That's when it begins to thicken. Can you see how it's thickening up? It's actually pretty cool how this happens. Okay. Try to keep it steady. Some people can't handle the movement of the camera, okay? Yep. There we go. It's starting to thicken even more. And we're going to do that again. We're going to add just a little more broth for the flavor. And a little bit more milk. Okay.
Did you put the lid back on?
On what?
The milk.
On the milk? When I'm done, I'll put the lid back on. Okay. There. I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to cut a shallot somewhere. Wherever.
Keep an eye on this.
I'm keeping an eye. You keep an eye. Tell me if it's bubbling up.
Try to mix it if it isn't.
Yeah. We're going to add a little bit of shallot to flavor up our sauce. Thank you. Good job. All right, you be the videoer. Okay.
Sorry, guys. That was me recording the thing.
We'll let that get a little thicker. And then we're going to add our cheese and anything else that we might want to add.
Mom, there's a person that just joined the video.
Oh, let's see. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for joining us. Elizabeth. Yeah.
It has my full name in it.
Yeah, it does. E-L-I, right? See the bubbling? That bubbling is when this is going to thicken up again. Okay. So whatever kind of flavors you want to impart into your cheese sauce, you can put them in the milk. You can put them in the broth. I personally like to just leave the garlic in there, and then we look again and see how it's starting to thicken. That's beautiful. So it's about a tablespoon of roux per cup of liquid that you're thickening. And we did 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour. So we have,
It's still snowing.
yes, I know. We have 4 tablespoons of roux, which means we can thicken about 4 cups of liquid.
About to be 50.
Yeah.
550.
Yep. Okay.
Probably snow at Thea's like.
I'm sure it's snowing just as much at her house as it is at our house because we only live a couple houses down, right?
Yeah, we only.
All right. I am using this savory blend of Asiago, Parmesan, Provolone, and Romano.
Mom, Thea and me only live 5 houses away.
Nice. And we're just gonna put in
Is that
some cheese. You do want to have mac and cheese, right?
Mac and trees. Put some trees in there.
We'll flip our onion.
Mom,
Let
put
it
some
cook on both sides.
trees in there.
Some trees in there.
Okay, I'll go dig a tree out and put it.
See how our sauce is getting even thicker? Isn't this beautiful? Oh, yes.
That looks good.
That looks delicious.
Okay.
And we can thin it out a little or thicken it and thin, make a bigger amount of broth using our veggie broth from the
Oh my
pasta.
God, I'm hungry for dinner.
Because we got a big container of mac and cheese to make. And then bonus points, if you start your oven, which I did not do, but I'm doing it now, you can also bake your mac and cheese then in the oven. Look at this. See that? Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pour in a little bit more of this broth. Let's not waste it. Let's make a big amount of sauce. So adding more broth instead of milk, we get the thickening power of our pasta water, but we also get added flavor and less dairy. Hi Kay, thanks for joining us. Okay. Other things you could add to your sauce, a little bit of paprika, maybe some herbs. Spices, bay leaves. Ooh, that's looking good. Let's lower that a little bit. Okay. We are going to add a little bit of Cooper cheese to this because we all love Cooper. There we go. I'm gonna pick out that onion. Don't be worried about the flavorful food we have in our sauce. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna put in some basil. Do I want basil? Yeah, why not? A little bit of paprika. We like paprika. Oh, I already have garlic and onion in this, but I might want to put a little bit of onion powder in there as well. Just to up the flavor a little bit. Okay.
You want the whole reason he's sleeping?
Why? Why is
On his head?
what?
It's hot.
He's hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forehead's
His
hot.
forehead's hot? Oh no. All right, this cheese
I hope
sauce
he doesn't
looks
give it to me.
amazing. Let's pick out the, you know
Turn
what?
it off.
I'm gonna add a little more broth. You can't have too much cheese sauce, can you?
Well, no.
Okay.
Come on,
Yeah.
can you get me a cup of this?
We don't drink milk. We only use it in our recipes.
I'm making drink.
If you were out in the snow, I'd let you warm up with some.
Chocolate milk.
Yep. But you weren't outside playing, you were sitting around. See that? It just thickens right up. That's a pretty nice sauce. And if we let it boil a little longer. See how it, oh, you can't see that. See how it doesn't run where I mark my finger? That's a beautiful sauce. It'll get even thicker when it cools. Ooh, that tastes good too. All right, we're gonna pick out our onion. I'm gonna eat that. Zoop. I'm leaving the garlic in there though, because I know a good thing. Oh, okay. And then, oop. Okay, pardon me while I scrape that frying pan out. I don't want cheese sauce stuck all over to my pan. So I'm using my silicone spatula for that. I'll just talk you through what I'm doing. And then this is gonna go right into the sink for a rinse. Okay. All right. All right. We're moving back. I know, right? No such thing. I agree, Peggy. Let's put this in the fridge. Okay. And we'll take our mac and cheese into the next room. I'm going to move you guys first because, well, I can only do one thing at a time. Where is my video camera? Turn around. There it is. Okay. Here we are. Oh, you're taking that apart for me. Thank you. I was going to let you do the rest of the extruding.
I'm cleaning it up. This is the reason it's taking so long.
Oh, yeah. You need to use the tool. We'll go over that in a minute. Okay?
I can actually.
Let's get this
I have
mac
the
and
tool right here.
cheese.
I have the tool right here.
Creamy mac and
I
cheese.
have the tool right here.
Oh, you have it right there? Perfect. Tell them what you're doing so they know.
I'm cleaning the extruder part that gives it all the stuff.
That's called a die. You're
A
cleaning
die.
the die. Look at this. Creamy. Yummy. Aren't you glad I made more cheesy sauce than what you thought? Doesn't that look good? All right, we got to get a plate.
I can't get my eyes off
I
it.
didn't get a bowl. We're going to have to taste some of this.
Test taster.
All right. And it only gets better as it soaks up the sauce. And we're going to add veggies to this.
Why can't I literally just get... Of course I need the tool.
Oh, yes. Here. Open your mouth. Mmm. Mmm. That's so good. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Tastes delicious, too. So he removed this by turning these counterclockwise, and that opened us up to the die. So you have to take the die off the machine. You just pull it off, and there's gonna be dough stuck in there, which you can take out with a tool. We bought this particular poker from Pasta Idea, but we can poke. This die is actually going to come apart better if we remove it. Yep, stick it in there, turn it counterclockwise. You got it. That's it, lefty loosey. Not too far. There you go. Stop. Now turn it clockwise a little. Good. That's good. All right. This can be cleaned out.
That's heavy.
Yep, you clean out this and I'll take this apart. So this is a 2-piece die. You see this ridge right here? We can take this apart and it will make it easier to clean out the dies. Some people like to soak their dies, but I will tell you that I guess with the hard water, my dies got
rotten.
Not rotten, but it's almost like the acidity of the water like kind of ate away at it. It doesn't look so pretty anymore.
Oh, it looks like broken and rusty and other stuff.
Yeah, it looks not nice.
You don't put metal in water or it'll rust.
Yeah. This is brass or bronze. Bronze.
Oh, I forgot to mention about bronze also.
Yeah.
It's rusty and
just getting it apart, I always found to be the problem.
I can get it apart.
Not easy. Okay. So I usually soak it and then take it apart. Oh, this pasta's good. Just don't stab yourself, okay? Let's just soak it. It makes it easier.
How about we just grab a butter knife and just go?
We just stick it in a cup of water and we'll let it soften and it'll come right apart. Sometimes the pasta gets in between there. But we can grab this. You got it. So he's taken off the front of the machine. Right? And then the auger.
And then the auger, which made all this pasta come out.
Here's our little pieces that we cut up that you could drop into soups or something if you wanted. This will also thicken a soup very nicely. All right. Yes, I just tossed that. And then last but not least.
Tossed it where?
Don't worry about it. So then this comes up and this comes out. All these things get washed and then put back in order. This goes in first.
This goes
then the auger with the square part at the back. Then the white piece. Show them the back side. So show them that. See that? That holds up the auger. That goes on. There's holes for the, wait. There's holes here for the screws to line up. Right there. Okay, just like that. Then you put on your die and the front of the machine. Just so you know how to do it all. That's it, folks. We're not gonna put it back on though. We're gonna wash these.
Okay, I'm not home.
Yeah, I know.
I still got my rash.
And it doesn't take much, just to rinse and then soak this.
And then you're all done.
All right. Here, we'll put this in a little glass jar. Can you fill that up with water? Sorry, this turned into a long video. But it was worth it.
I already have something to soak it in. I already did have some.
Okay,
And
great.
You didn't know that.
Make sure you put your Allen wrenches and your poker tools back in the drawer. You can put your adapter in here. I don't keep my adapters in there anymore. I have too many. So I turned this silverware drawer into my pasta drawer. Pasta and other tools. Okay. I have a couple boxes of dies that I haven't even opened yet. Such as Oh, the Anelli Siciliani. I wanted to try to make like a Cheerios with this dye. I just haven't made it a priority because we don't do a lot of cereal.
I love cereal.
I know you love cereal. And then this one is ABCDE letter dyes, like for alphabet soup.
Wait, can I see?
And then,
Could I see the ABC
I
one?
did use this one. The Riso de Orzo.
Could I see the ABC
I don't
one?
think I would ever use this as a short dye again.
Could I see the ABC
It's too much work. The ABCDE? Sure. See? ABCDE.
ABC, ABC.
So you can have little alphabet pastas. They have all kinds of stuff. And I was trying to collect the alphabet to try to make like fun soups, but I didn't get very far. All right. That's all. All for now. I'll make up that pasta printable, a 1-pager for extruded pasta, including spelt, einkorn, so many different grains, how the hydration would change, and I'm not gonna do the bechamel sauce. What is my most used dyes? Oh, good question.
Okay, dinner's ready.
In the summer, the Fusilli A5 13 millimeter makes the spirals. We use this one a lot. Thank you, buddy. I have not used the Sfoglia. I think this is a lasagna dye. I haven't used this yet. My most used dyes, it used to be bow tie. I got that first. But I make bow ties by hand and I like how they turned out better. The Fusilli Bucatini. Fusilli Bucati. You can see here like some of the stuff on there from soaking my dyes. What do you call it? Like the blue green. This one is a spiral with a hole in it. It made the coolest pasta. But I guess I have to soak this in vinegar or something to get it to look pretty again. And this is a 2-part dye. That's one of my favorites. And then my favorite of the palm is, actually the only one I use of the palm is the angel hair. I had to order this one separate, but it was worth it. I have the Capelli de Angelo. See how teeny tiny that is? These are just a tad bigger, and they worked better with this machine. This, I think it took me 3 hours to get my angel hair to come out. It took forever. Oh! And when I'm not doing rolled by hand, the tagliatelle, my hands down. This one, the Fusilli, and the one we just used, they're my favorite.
Mac and cheese one?
Yeah.
The mac and cheese is so better.
Yeah, the Regato Curvo. That was my favorite. I got this penne dye. It is kind of cool looking.
Can you make me a cup of tea?
Yeah, I'll make you a cup of tea.
Except green
Here's a
tea.
penne,
Mom,
and it comes with a cutter. So you actually have to pull and turn, and it will cut all 3 dyes on the curve. And it's see how it has 2 pieces to it? And it's pretty nice. I got this for the girl at the local cafe who mills the flour for us, because that's her favorite. All right, that's all for now. I do have the biscotti, where you can choose the type of
Wait, can
cookie
I
shape
see?
you want to
Can I
extrude, like a star or whatever. Yeah. And we did make little biscotti cookies when I first got this machine. They were pretty good. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Oh, and would you look
We'll
at
go
that?
get my dinner.
The biscotti actually has a very similar size of hole. Oh my goodness, is that the same size? It is. It has the same size hole as the grissini die. So if you wanted to try like breadsticks extruded and also cookies, get this die, the biscotti, instead of the grissini. And then you can just set it here and do 2 at a time, right? But if all you ever wanted to do was breadsticks, then get the grissini die, because you're going to get way more in the same extrusion. Okay? And that's a double piece too. All right, I'm putting it away. I'm going to shut up. We got to cook our vegetables and eat our dinner. All right, guys, have a great day. Don't forget, everything's better when you just